Bonjour, everyone! This is the 2019 Nancy Drew Games Mega Marathon. I'm Arglefump. I'm playing all of the Nancy Drew games in preparation for the new game coming out this year, Midnight in Salem! Woo! I'm super excited. I mean, I'm excited about having the first new Nancy Drew game in 4 or 5 years. But for now, let's get our excitement on France, because that's where Nancy's going in solving a mystery.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off solving mysteries. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and...
So, we're gonna start the game. I don't need to hear Nancy's lecture, but this is the first time we get to see Nancy's desk. Cool! And I'll be playing on Junior mode.
In preparation for our landing, please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
And here we are in France.
Taxi!
Where to, lady? Where can I take you today?
Hello?
I said don't come near me.
No, Minette, don't!
Stay back, you hear me? Stay back!
Bonjour, vous êtes... are you Nancy?
Yeah?
I'm Heather McKay. Welcome! I'm so glad you're here. How was your flight?
Fine.
why is there
Actually, they
angry
lost my
screaming?
suitcase, so I don't have any clothes or my cell phone. What's going on in there? Is someone hurt?
That's just Minette throwing one of her tantrums. Don't worry, she'll stop screaming right now. They lost your suitcase? That's terrible. Well, at least you're staying with Jing Jing. She'll have tons of clothes you can borrow.
Yeah, I like how it's like, Nancy, this is your new boss. She's screaming, and she'll stop screaming right about now. I'm like, I'm quitting my job right about now. I am quitting.
Is she all right?
Oh, you mean Minette? Don't worry, she's fine. At least she will be after phase 3, which should begin right about now. See, she uses this process that some shrink taught her to manage anger and frustration. First, she vents her rage for 10 seconds, then 6 seconds of sobs and tears, and finally, at least 4 seconds of robust laughter, all of which restores her positive flux.
Huh?
It's all very weird, but it works, and believe me, without it, she would be impossible to work for. With it, she's a mere nightmare to work for. Anyway, ready to get started?
Yeah, okay, so our boss is crazy. That's basically all we need to know.
You bet.
That desk over there will be your workstation. I made a list of all the things that need to get done and put them on your computer. That's a Metro Pass. It'll let you ride the subway all over the city for free. Go ahead and take it.
Woo, free, awesome.
Answering the phone is your job. If you have any questions, just ask. Ask me, that is. Do not bother Minette. She's behind on her spring collection and is in danger of falling way behind on her couture projects.
Yeah, I do feel really bad for Heather. She has to put up with Minette all the time. Apparently she's been putting up with screaming boss for months. She's the only person who won't quit.
Why is she so far behind?
She's been under a lot of stress lately.
Heather?
Yes?
I hear voices. Who are you talking to out there?
Nancy Drew, you know, from the States?
Well, she's no good to me out there. Send her in.
Yes, Minette. As soon as you feel up to it, she's right through that door.
So what do you mean by couture?
What do you mean by couture?
High fashion dresses and accessories that people have commissioned Minette to create. Needless to say, those people are très riche. In fact, she's designing the dress the First Lady will wear to the World Summit in November. Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, okay.
I'll let you get back to work.
Okay.
The First Lady doesn't, like, pick up her clothes from the grocery store? That's what I would do. Let's see. We can solve these
What's
puzzles,
in this
right?
folder?
That's a project I'm working on. Well, supposed to be working on.
Well, we'll be solving that puzzle later. Let's meet Minette, though. Let's meet Minette. Minette,
Well, there you are. I was just about to call Amy Grunhild and tell her that this internship thing she'd arranged for you was off. It's bad enough Amy foisting you on me like this. The day I become financially independent and can tell people like her to buzz off will be the happiest day of my life. Well, you're here, we've met, so get to work. Heather did give you a list of chores, right?
I think. I don't know. I haven't seen the list of chores, but I presume so. The Phantom of the Opera! Yes, she is wearing a Phantom of the Opera mask.
Could I ask you a couple of questions first?
No. One more
Aw.
thing. See that form over there? The one I've just started to drape? Don't touch it. Don't even go near it. That's the dress I'm designing for the First Lady. Now go. Actually, make me a pot of my special tea first. It was custom blended by my tea therapist, so make sure you follow the directions. When you're done, pour me a cup and leave it on the table. A nice big boost of herbal energy never fails to get my brain cells firing.
Yeah. Don't touch my stuff! Don't touch my stuff! Is that really how people make clothes? Is they start with the shoulder and then nothing else?
Interesting material.
You're not touching that, are you?
I was just looking. What kind of material is this?
It's a brand new blend. Doesn't even have a name yet. Don't you have work to do?
Just curious.
So the tea puzzle is one of the first things to do in this game, and it's really
Let's see.
kind
To
of
make
awful.
Minette her tea, the first thing I should do is read these instructions. Then I should put whichever herbs the instructions say I need into this pot of boiling water. Then when I'm done, I should click on the teapot so I can pour the tea into a cup. If I make a mistake and need to throw out an herb that I chose, or the tea itself, all I have to do is click on the sink. Okay, I think I'm ready.
So, people who are watching this live stream, should I solve this puzzle legitimately, or should I cheat? And also, some people are saying that there is problems with the volume, so
Here I am at the railroad station along with a handful of other
music is
detectives
way
about
up,
to board
so
a
let's turn
train
the
bound
voices
for
up,
who knows
right, so you
where.
can hear.
The only person who knows where we're going is Laurie Gerard. Here I am at the railroad station along with a handful of other detectives
better?
about to board a...
1 vote for legit, 2 votes for cheat. Yeah, more votes for cheat, because this takes... Oh, no! 3 votes for... Okay, so I'll just try a little bit legit, and then I'll switch to cheating. So, the doctor, Gilbert... Doctor, I can call him the puzzle
If
doctor,
Minette
because
has had
all
a
he
temper tantrum in
does
the
is
last 14
give us
days,
crazy puzzles.
and if she declares that blue is her favorite color on the day... Excuse me, Minette, but what's your favorite color?
Red.
Yeah, we have to know what her favorite color is.
When asked to pick a number between 1 and 10, if Minette chooses an odd number on the day the tea is to be consumed... Minette, could you please pick a number between 1 and 10?
10.
So I'll do the easy one. If Minette is not humming, add everything with a potency of 7 or greater. So Boojum has a potency of 10, so we're throwing in Boojum. The more difficult ones, obviously, are if she's relaxed. Well, she's not relaxed. If she's right-handed, does she switch whether she's right-handed or left-handed? In any case, yeah, I'm going to call this person the puzzle doctor because apparently, you know, Minette, you need to scream for exactly 30 seconds, then cry for 6, and then laugh for 4. That sounds like a puzzle to me. In fact, that sounds a lot like a puzzle we'll be doing later on with the timing on making prints, because you have to get everything timed correctly. So I do not need gibbering. I need fenelry. Let's see, do I need
Back to the drawing board.
I need to start over again. Yeah. Okay, so it's Boojum, Breland, Calicula, and then Fenelry. Then it's Gibbering, Hogbone. Then it's Macrophilia, Phrygia, Tip Sweet. Varvane. And yellow buttons. We're actually going to put buttons inside the tea.
There. I finished making your tea.
Just leave it there.
And if we did it correctly...
Hugo Butterly, eat your heart out.
Huh, okay, she's talking about her rival there. It's strange. In any case, if we make it correctly, Minette will give us a job.
Nancy, come back here.
The tea is utterly rude. I can already feel my creativity flowing again, building like a wave on the ocean, surging towards some unseen shore. I have another job for you, a very critical job. See the stuff that I've been studying? That, in essence, is my spring collection.
Uh-huh.
All those objects have certain things in common which speak to and stimulate the artistic sinews of my subconscious, from which all the designs I need will eventually burst forth.
Uh-huh.
They're all totally rude, but they're not enough. I need more, Nancy. You need to take the number 7 metro to Pont-Neuf, go to the flea market in Square de Vergalant Park, and buy me 4 more things with qualities identical to the ones each of these possesses. Use this bag. Put everything in there as soon as you buy it. I don't want anyone seeing what you bring me. It could give away my whole collection.
Okay, so yeah, she's crazy. We've confirmed this.
Here's some money.
Woo, money! Yay, my boss gave me money! Woo! Yeah, she definitely needs that tea because her throat hurts from screaming all day long.
I'm just supposed to go out and buy things?
Stuff. I want stuff. New stuff that's just like this old stuff, only different. Now just take a good look at my stuff, then go. Go!
So this puzzle's not too difficult. We need to see all these things are circular, so she wants circular items. And we have to take a look at a picture here for later on, I believe. Utterly rude! She loves saying rude. It's because she is a rude person.
Minette named her favorite dress form Carol. Okay.
That is kind of crazy, but yes, this picture, let's see, this was written by our friend John Me, so we're gonna meet John Me in a while.
There's something on the floor here. Looks like someone slipped it under the door.
Carol is Minette's only friend.
It's for Minette.
Go ahead and open it.
Make the most of what little time you have left. Soon it will all be over.
A Minette threat?
Oh no, not another one.
Minette's gotten other letters like this?
Letters, phone calls. They started sometime in April, then they stopped, then they started up again in July. And last month, someone sent Minette dead flowers every day for a week. She locks the letters up in her dodo box over there in order to neutralize them.
Should I give this letter to Minette?
Just put it in the dodo box.
How do you open this thing?
You don't. There's a lock on it, but Minette is convinced that if she opens it, all the wickedness in there will escape and wreak havoc. In fact, don't say anything to her about that letter. It'll just upset her, and if she falls any further behind, she'll have to cancel her show next month. And if that happens, she may as well cancel her career.
Yeah, so Minette has been getting mean threats. Why does she wear a mask?
Why does Minette wear that mask?
All I know is that back in March, on the last day of her big fall show, she showed up wearing that mask, and she hasn't taken it off since.
And she's never bothered to explain why?
Sometimes she refuses to say. Other times she says it's because some mysterious man in black threw acid on her. I think it's because she just likes to get people's tongues wagging.
Has this windmill or moulin always been a fashion design studio?
No. In fact, until a year or two ago, this little old lady lived here. When she passed away, this place went on the market and Minette snapped it up. See, Minette has this thing about curves. She claimed working in a quasi-round environment like this would make her more productive.
It makes her seem very eccentric.
Seem eccentric? The woman wears a mask. She is eccentric. And fashion editors eat it up. In fact, if there's one thing I've learned from Minette, it's that how a designer behaves is likely to get her just as much attention in the fashion world as what she designs.
Same thing is true for YouTubers.
Well, I'll see you later.
Allez, bye-bye.
At least I think it's true for YouTubers. If YouTubers act crazy, does that mean they get more views? Maybe I should consider acting crazy. Okay, so I'm here at the Metropolitan, so we can go to the Pont Neuf to buy things. Yeah, she seems a little eccentric. She's straight up crazy, Nancy. Straight up crazy. Right, so we need to buy
To the
things.
memory of the French fighters.
Bonjour.
Ooh, that looks
Lequel préférez-vous?
circular.
Parlez-vous anglais?
If you buy, I speak whatever you like. I see you over there at the monument with the Cross of Lorraine. You are a tourist?
Actually, I have a job here in Paris, but it's only temporary, so I guess I'm kind of a tourist.
Tourists are good. I welcome tourists. I am Malika. I sell fine things from around the world. The others who sell here, they sell things which they pry from the muck of their basements. You see something you like?
Well, you're selling a wheel from a kiddie car?
With imagination, that wheel can be put to many uses, which is why the price is 35 euros.
That's like way too much money. I don't even know how much that is in like modern day dollars, but that sounds way too much. 35 euro for a car? We don't even have the toy it comes with.
18 euros is more my speed.
Voila. What else do you like?
These are circular.
How much are you selling the green rings for?
They are green magic rings. They cost 15 euros.
Let's go with 11.
How about 11 euros?
Voila. What else do you like?
Nothing else?
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you come back, maybe then I have what you like.
I'll remember that.
Merci. Au revoir.
I wonder if that gem she's selling is like the diamond from Nancy Drew, Treasure in the Royal Tower.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. If you like the bargains, you have come to the right place. What captures the eyes?
Well,
Excuse me, is this the key from the one game?
this piece of stone looks interesting.
Your instincts are very good. It is not just a piece of stone. It is a piece of history. That is an ancient key from an ancient civilization. I sell it to you for 53 euros.
This is the jade key from Secret of the Scarlet Hand. Oh, come on, it's a piece of stone, 1 euro.
It's basically a piece of stone. I'll give you 1 euro for it.
53 euros. That is my price.
Then I'm not interested.
See anything else you like?
And I'm not buying everything.
How expensive is this
looks
bowling ball?
circular.
Orange is my favorite color. 80 euros.
That's way too much. Come on, come on. Just because you like orange.
I'll buy it for 40 euros.
It is yours. See
Good,
anything
good,
else
good.
you like?
Let's get a cheapo thing of lipstick.
Is this just red lipstick?
That is red lipstick, like you will find in nowhere else. So red and full of moisture that your lips will look like tropical flowers from dawn until dusk. To you, I sell it for only 19 euros.
Everybody wants me to buy the traffic cone. Should I buy the traffic cone, everyone?
I think 10 euros is a fair price.
19 euros, that is the price.
I'll take it.
It is yours. See anything else you like?
I can't wait to go to France in real life and buy a traffic cone for 80
Does
euro.
this cost very much?
The traffic cone is one of my favorites. So colorful and so useful. With it, I myself learned to park my car parallel, and I ask only 10 euro for it.
Would you take 8 euros for it?
It is yours. See anything else you like?
I don't know if I need to buy the lava lamp. The lava lamp certainly does look like
Actually,
it's
I don't
circular.
see anything else.
Here, new things come and old things go all the time. You must come back.
I might just do that. Au revoir.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
So our our boss Minette, will let us know if we need to get more things. So if she says we need to get more things, I'll come back and buy that lava lamp.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Monsieur Marchand, à votre service.
Bonjour, Monsieur Marchand.
American tourist?
Sort of. Is that okay?
I like Americans. They are smart. I sell good stuff and they can tell. So, what are you going to buy?
Well,
Coffee. Buying coffee.
can never have too many of these, I guess.
It is an excellent coffee can. I practically give it to you for 7 euro.
What if I offered you 5 euros for it?
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
What's in here? A movie?
Oui, it contains an American short film. I am not sure if it is about a beloved beast of burden in Tibet or about someone who talks a lot, but it has won many awards. and the fact that it is in a nice blue canister makes it well worth 84 euro.
I think it's probably worth more like 42 euros.
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
I know this is circular.
You're
Yeah,
selling
let's just
a
get a
manhole cover?
It is a genuine Parisian manhole cover, one which would make a fine souvenir for someone back home. And it is only 45 euro.
The fact that it's a manhole cover in Paris doesn't make it less of a manhole cover.
What would you say to 23 euros?
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
I seem to be doing a great job with
I really don't want to buy anything
with
right
bartering.
now.
By any chance, does Mademoiselle wish to earn some money?
Maybe. How?
The tourists, they like to buy hand-painted reproductions of famous works of art. But as you can see, it is difficult for me to paint them. But for a young woman such as you, it is easy.
You want me to paint the reproductions?
You see? The lines are already there. You look at the original painting, you put paint on your brush, you paint between the lines. Voila! A painting which the tourists will gobble up. And I pay you 15 euro for each one you complete. Do you wish to start now?
Mais oui!
But of course.
So we're making forgeries, basically. We're getting paid to make forgeries. Hopefully the guy doesn't, like, try to sell it off. Well, I don't think anybody's actually coming here and saying, wait, is that the actual Mona Lisa? Oui, I stole it from the museum, and now it is yours. 217 euro. Let's see, getting all the colors correct can be difficult. Ah, no. I think that's good. That color's wrong. There are too many shades of brown. Too many shades of brown. Okay, so I made a mistake somewhere. Wrong shade of brown on the lips. Oh, and the neck.
Monsieur, how's this?
Magnifique! You have done excellent work. And for that, I reward you. Do you wish to paint another?
Not right now. Maybe later.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Yeah, this guy probably hangs outside the Louvre all day with those reproductions. That's like, oh, I've got a copy of it. It's €2 cheaper than in the museum gift shop. Please buy. Please buy it right away. The guards probably chase him away from the museum all the time if he does that. Alright, so let's see if Minette actually likes my stuff.
If you need to talk to Minette, good luck. She's playing that ridiculous online game she's obsessed with and refuses to do anything else until she gets the highest score. It is so aggravating.
Okay, yeah, I liked how earlier Minette's like, I need stuff, not things, Nancy. I need stuff. And Minette is busy, right? Let's see what happens if we talk to her while she's busy.
Minette! Minette! Hello, Minette! Shh!
She's just playing her video games.
Minette?
I know I can look at these
What
things.
happened to your wall?
You're not really talking to me while I'm trying to work, are you?
Sorry.
I think that's paint, but that's just disgusting that she just threw a bunch of red paint all over random dials. And of course, these are the 3 random dials that Nancy needs. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cheat our way to, where are the notes? There are notes here, right? Sunny
These
June
doodles
left
sure look
notes.
familiar.
Is our friend Sunny June, also from Secret of the Scarlet Hand. So Carol and Rude, so those are the names. That's her login. Oh, and we need to fix the plotter. The plotter is really easy. It's just like 1, 2, 1. Let's just fix the plotter while we're at it because
What's
that is
this?
a chore.
That's the plotter. It's broken. Fixing it is one of your jobs.
Yeah, shooing Nancy away like that. That's the most detailed animation she's done for a while. Normally she just sits and doodles at her desk. It just seems kind of crazy. Like, Minette is really behind on her work, and so she's playing video games online all day. Well, Minette, there's the reason why you're behind in your work. It's because you're playing games instead of working.
Bonjour, Minette's House of Design.
Bonjour. My name is Lynn Manrique. I'm with the Modern History Department at UC Kearns in the States, and I'm following up on the letter I sent to Minette about 2 weeks ago concerning Noisette Tornade.
Uh-oh.
One moment, please. Heather, someone named Lynn from UC Kearns is following up on a letter about Noisette Tornade.
Tell her we're sorry, but Minette is extremely busy and won't be able to get back to her for at least 6 weeks.
I'm sorry, but...
I heard. Well, 6 weeks it is then. Thank you anyway.
Yeah, if Minette loves playing video games online all day, she should become a Let's Player. And unfortunately, we won't be able to talk to, I mean, that's a historian, and Heather's just like, well, Minette is too busy to worry about this stuff right now. Minette will not get to it until she's done with her fashion show.
Sonny was here. Sonny June. That's why those doodles look familiar. Sonny June did them. He must have been Minette's last assistant. Wow, that guy gets around.
At least I think that was the logic behind what Heather said. Otherwise, she's just throwing out random dates. It's like, it'll take me another 6 months. Yeah, maybe. Depends if I get some coffee or not.
Do you happen to know what Minette's login is?
I'm afraid I have no idea.
I'm in. Game on.
So we can play Model Match. Sadly, we cannot play any of these other games. Bulloney, Go to Seed, Lulu's Loopy Lupine, and Brady Bull. I kind of wish this game had made me play, like, all these games. Like, I would have loved to play all these games as opposed to making tea, the tea puzzle. So let's see, with this game, we, just need to match faces. Oh, this is taking me forever. I'm gonna mix it up. Yay! So this works exactly like the game in Curse of Blackmore Manor. There's Brady Armstrongs. I don't know why there's so many Brady Armstrongs in this game. That's scary. Oh, I'm so not seeing any matches. There's Ranger Acres. I can easily see his face because he's a computer-generated character. He stands out. Let's mix it up again. I'm trying to get over 1,000, so this is not too bad. I'm just doing terribly okay. Why am I not seeing any matches? Am I just terrible at this game or what? Let's mix it up. I think I'm just really bad at this game. Oh gosh. Oh, this guy's face. No, that's a different person. Yeah. Time's up. Yep, time's up. I'm terrible. We'll try it again. Here we go, I've got this small child's face. That was good. This game would be so much easier, maybe, if it was in color. I'm not sure. I probably would find a way to fail, even if it was on color. That's how badly I'm doing. Okay. That's better, that's better. Doesn't even seem to help if I'm going with, okay, well, let's just look for people that are facing to the right. Maybe that's it. Ooh, we've got like 3 angry men right by each other. That works. Okay, I need to break the high score. I've got it. I've got like a minute left. Let's mix it up. There's 2 in a row. Here we go, 3 in a row. Done. Okay. So I just need to stop. I just need to stop. I'm not even gonna try to mess with anything here. So I'm done. Okay, yeah, I'll just let time run out. Because I'm scared if I hit quit, then it won't save my score. I'm scared if I hit back, it won't save my score.
All right. I got the highest score. Or should I say Carol did.
Oh my gosh, I did it! Heather, I won! I got the highest score! Send Nancy in here, we've got work to do, and I am on a roll.
You're a genius. Now get in there before she decides she has to beat that score.
Yeah, this trick only works the once. It won't work forever. Eventually the high score will be too high. I won't be able to get it. In any case, please, please, please tell me I got enough stuff, which is utterly rude. Whoa, hold on a second. Was that Carol? Hi, Carol. Why isn't she designing the First Lady's dress on Carol? I thought Carol was your favorite, Minette.
Ah, you have some stuff for me. Let's see it. The film canister is totally rude. Oh, I love the miniature traffic cone.
Woo!
And these rings? Beyond rude. But the rest of this is garbage. I don't care what you do with it so long as you get me more stuff. Good stuff. Stuff I can use. Now go.
How did... Those aren't circular things, so that... You don't need to get that, you don't need to get that, you don't need to get that, you don't need to get that. Wow. Wow. Okay. I love how the filmed canister is good, but this manhole cover is not. Talk about picky. Ugh. So the lava lamp. Let's go for the lava lamp. We'll have to do it. That's what we decided, right? We're gonna go back and get the lava lamp. We need to color match. Maybe color matching is something we have to do. Yeah, that could be it. Let's just go for lava lamp, though.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. You are back.
Ooh, I can sell her some of her stuff back to her?
Would you by any chance like to buy the stuff I have in this bag?
I take a look in the bag. I give you 30.
It's all yours.
Merci. So, now that you are a rich woman, what do you wish to buy?
Yeah, she's gonna sell that stuff for like 5,000 euro.
What's the price of this lava lamp?
That lamp is very special. The truck which rises and falls inside it, unlike any I have ever seen. Watching it will entertain you for hours. And I am selling it for only 20 euro.
Would you take 15 euros instead?
It is yours. See anything else you like?
Now, interesting, like, this looks circular too, but...
Actually,
we're just
I don't
gonna
see
go with
anything
the lava
else.
lamp. The lava
Come back
lamp will
soon.
be it.
Perhaps I will have new things.
Okay. Au revoir.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
It's very nice. I'm glad she just bought the stuff we bought from her, and she doesn't seem to notice or care. So let's see. Maybe the lava lamp is the last thing we need to sell to Minette. Okay, Minette, where are you? Here. Oh, she's on the left.
More stuff. How delightfully rude. Show me. The lava lamp is perfect. How absolutely positively rude. The lava lamp, the rings, the canister, the cone. They're perfect. I adore them all. Now go away. I have work to do.
We did it! Hooray!
I said I have work to do.
So, we did it! We're good. So, let's see. I think we've got other things on our to-do list.
Pick up envelope from J.J. Ling. Pick up fabric photos from Dieter von
fabric
Schwesterkrank.
photos,
Deliver photos to Jean-Michel Traquenard. Fix plotter. Do whatever Minette tells you to do, and do it fast.
So, which one should we do first? Do we want to pick up the envelope, or do we want to pick up the fabric photos? Let me know which one you want me to do first. Returned goods. Emily Griffin, your dress is real nice. I ain't worn nothing like this before. And I never sent emails either, but I just saw a dress in a magazine when I was in the library, and it was just so beautiful it stopped me in my tracks. Okay, everybody's saying photos. More votes for photos, so let's meet Dieter. So Dieter is voiced by the same person who does Dave in Secret of Shadow Ranch. That's really surprising, actually. I think Dieter is here at the Hotel de Ville. And, yeah, I hope that's it. No, this is Café Kiki.
No, don't say anything. Let me guess. You lost your passport, so you're looking for the American consulate to get it replaced. Only you wound up here because you asked a Parisian for directions, and you thought you understood what he said, only you didn't. Am I right?
No.
Well, you got the part about being an American right.
But you're not lost? Ugh, I must be losing my touch. Dieter von Schwesterkrank. Please don't tell me you're a would-be model who thinks her career would take off if only I would photograph her.
No, my name's Nancy Drew. Minette sent me here to pick up some fabric photos.
I regret to say I have not printed them up yet, nor will I have time to do so for quite a while. Had I used my digital cameras, there would be no problem, but unfortunately, the essence of those fabrics was better captured by film.
The essence.
You're not really going to make me go back to Minette and tell her that, are you?
I'd forgotten how unpleasant she can be when things don't go her way. Do you know how to make prints?
Footprints, yeah.
Sure.
Then all is well. I use, which is Krollmeister Escachrome PB paper. The darkroom is through the door with the red light by it, and the 4 negatives from which prints need to be made are next to the enlarger. I'm sure you'll do fine.
So this is a really complicated puzzle. I will not be doing fine. I will be dying on this puzzle.
You're done making those prints?
No, not yet.
Then I suggest you stop bothering me and get busy.
Wow. Well, the binder's over here. So this is... Let's see, red light. Okay, so this is, like I said, like the puzzle from earlier. 2 to 9 seconds.
Enlarger, negatives, developer, stop bath, fixer. May I take this binder into the dark room with me?
Leave it in here, please. If you take it in there, you might spill something on it.
I do like how the papers are red, yellow, and blue, like the French flag. And it's like, no, you can't take
Just
the
make
notes.
sure you don't
just need
knock
to
over
memorize
anything in
them.
there. Some of those chemicals are extremely volatile. Help yourself!
So the cheat on this puzzle is to flush the toilet 10 times in a row.
Whoa, look at all those bottles of chemicals. One false move and boom.
You're supposed to do it legitimately like this.
I turn the enlarger on and off here. Oh my gosh, it's pitch black in here. With all those chemicals around, I'm going to have to be real careful.
I'll try the 1.
I need to put a negative in it before I turn it on. I can't turn it on yet. I don't have anything to enlarge.
Oh, here's a negative.
These must be the
Got it.
negatives.
So I'm trying to hold up my hands to the screen. We'll see if this works. 1, 2, 3, 4. I put it in this first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 to 12 seconds. This one is less than 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
Nuts. It didn't turn out.
And I did that wrong. Okay. And then, so you have to do it in the dark while memorizing where all these items are located. It helps if you've got tape on your computer monitor. That helps. Let's just cheat to the victory. Because cheating is just better. This is a terrible puzzle. Like I said, unless you've got like tape on your monitor and a timer. I thought I had that one for less than 5 seconds, but apparently I was wrong. You have to wonder what Dieter thinks. It's like Nancy just hiding in the bathroom, flushing the toilet over and over again. He must be so confused. Why does he have a toilet in this very dangerous room? I don't know. Yeah, if you knock over any... So if you click on the wrong part of the screen, too, Nancy hits one of the chemicals, and it's just an explosion. Oh, I did the chemicals in the wrong order. That was my mistake. Okay. I will accept that. It also does seem strange that, you know, Dieter is a professional who's very obsessed with getting everything right. So he lets a random person, a random amateur, just do this. And hey, guess what? We got...
There. I'll just put them in an envelope and I'll be all set.
That's what that chicken sound was. I guess this is technically an Easter egg, if we're getting a chicken clucking.
Ah, you made the prints. Now you get to have the pleasure of delivering them to Monsieur Traquenard.
What's he going to do with them? Do you know?
Heather said that he wants to use them to illustrate an upcoming story about modern fabrics.
Does Jean-Mi dislike you as much as you seem to dislike him?
It wouldn't surprise me. I refuse to bow and scrape when I'm in his presence, and he resents me for it. He's not used to that. You see, most people are so afraid he'll write something bad about them that as far as they're concerned, whatever Jean-Mi wants, Jean-Mi gets, no questions asked.
What's your opinion of Minette's assistant, Heather McKay?
Heather's a bright girl. Her crush on me is unfortunate, but I can handle it.
She has a crush on you?
It's obvious to me that she does. Dealing with models the way I do day in and day out, I've gotten pretty good at knowing what women are thinking and feeling.
Yes, I'm very fantastic with women. That's why they all have crushes on me.
Does Heather know that you know?
I've said nothing to her because although there is no chance that I will ever reciprocate her feelings, I see no point in hurting her. Let her have her crush. Eventually she will set her heart on someone else and I will be forgotten.
I don't know about that. That's like, oh, well, it's never going to happen. I'm never going to date her, so I'm just going to lead her on.
I'd better go.
For
Drop
no
by
reason
again?
whatsoever. So, you made the prints, and you drove up my water bill by 500 euro. Thank you very much. Over here is, a puzzle. Nothing else here in this area. So, we're delivering the prints to Jean-Mi at the Hotel de Ville. And then after that, we'll go get the envelope from... Look at the envelope. Where's Jean-Mi? Is he here?
Oui?
Ah, here he is.
Excusez-moi, mais êtes-vous Monsieur Traquenard?
Please, in English. I do not wish to hear my native tongue butchered while I eat. As for my name, not Traquenard. It is Jean-Michel Traquenard.
Jean-Michel Traquenard.
Traquenard! Traquenard!
Traquenard, Traquenard.
Enough! What can I do for you, Mademoiselle...
Drew. Nancy Drew. I've just started working for Minette, as an assistant.
Oh? What happened to Ezer?
Elzer?
Heather Mickey.
Huh? Oh, Heather McKay. No, Heather still works for Minette. I'm kind of working for both of them.
Our Lady of the Mask has fired 3 assistants in the past 5 months. I hope you are not next. In fact, that Heather has managed to avoid the axe for this long is truly remarkable.
Here, I'm supposed to give these photos to you. They came straight from Dieter von Schwesterkrank's darkroom. I printed them up myself.
You are quite doué as a photo developer. Bravo for you, Nancy Drew. Merci. I was afraid Heather had forgotten. So, you had the pleasure of meeting Herr von Schwesterkrank, eh?
Yeah, so Nancy's French accent in these scenes are terrible. I think this is the only character in the game with an actual French accent, though. Jean-me? More like Jean, make me do all my chores. Jean, do chores for me.
It sounds like you don't like him.
Not like Dieter? C'est impossible. Dieter is a very enterprising young man, which in most cases is good, but when arrogance enters the picture, pfft. So, do you, like Heather, hope to leave your mark on the world of couture?
I have no desire to design wild and crazy dresses, if that's what you mean.
Then you are an intelligent young lady, Nancy. In the world of couture, a single creation worn by someone famous to a high-profile event, such a dress can be worth a fortune in publicity, which makes it a desperately competitive world. A dog-eat-dog world. A world where bad things can and do happen to good people. You must order something. I insist. La carte, s'il vous plaît.
Oh, but I'm really not hungry.
Mademoiselle.
Thank you. I mean, merci.
Order anything you want. Everything here is superb. And Henri, he is the best waiter in all of France.
Well, in that case...
It's just really strange how he's like, I'm just being dark and serious. In the world of couture, bad things happen. Hey, let me get you some food. Complete stranger, let's get you some food. So what, I don't even... It'd be great if I could ask him for a translation of these things, but I cannot. Let's go with the frog legs. I think that's what this is, right? The most expensive thing has to be frog's legs.
The cuisse de grenouille sounds great.
D'accord.
Merci. Henri, ajoutez-le à mon édition, s'il vous plaît.
Certainement.
Uh-oh. This looks like...
Frog legs. A brave but wise choice. They are magnifique.
If you say so. As we see in the US.
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle.
Yeah, the
So,
waiter
what
sounds
else do
like
you
he
wish from
really,
me?
really hates his job.
Do you have any idea why Minette wears that mask?
I believe she is the victim of botched plastic surgery.
Do you have proof?
No, but I tell you this, Nancy. Some women with noses that would put birds of prey to shame are perfectly content with their appearance, while others with acceptable features are convinced they are more hideous than Frankenstein. Self-image. It can make people do strange things.
If you had to name Minette's worst enemy, who would that be?
Ugo Batelli, without a doubt. Not only do he and Minette have similar design styles, so that they are constantly competing for the same couture clients, but both of them are unthinking, socially inept egoists. It is a rare week that goes by without one of them insulting the other.
Do you know of anyone else with a grudge against Minette?
Other than the people she has fired unfairly, the models she has treated badly, and the vendors she has harassed over the years? No. You ask very curious questions, Mademoiselle Drew. They make me think you know more than you are saying. And as a member of the press, I'm not sure that I like that.
I'd better get going.
D'accord.
Alright, so, I mean, we can follow up on the Hugo Butterly plot line, but we don't have to. There's nothing to it. I mean, we can call him, and he's angry, and that's it. So let's meet JJ.
Come in, set your things down and come on over here. Hi, JJ Ling. I shake your hand, but I get flour all over you. Oh, and Heather called and told me about your luggage. No worries. I have plenty of clothes in every size imaginable. Your bedroom's down that hall. The airline lost my luggage once, told me it was gone for good and paid me $100. Then 5 years later, my suitcase shows up on my doorstep. And a bill for the $100 they'd paid me. Plus interest.
It showed up 5 years later?
What? You don't believe me?
Actually, no.
Ooh, you're honest, you're smart. You and I are gonna get along great, Nancy Drew. You were right not to believe me. I made it up. See, to be a good model, you kind of have to be a good actress too. So sometimes I make things up, you know, just for practice. Just to see if I can get people to believe me.
She lies to people for fun.
Doesn't that make people kind of mad?
Some people, yeah. But I don't do it to be mean. And it's not like I'm hurting anybody. I'm just being creative. I've got some people convinced that I won the lottery and am actually a millionaire. It's kind of fun. You like chocolate chip cookies?
I love chocolate chip cookies.
They're delicious.
So do I. And the nice thing is, I'm about 3 pounds shy of being the perfect size 12 that I need to be for Minette. I have a very high metabolism. So, I make cookies, I eat cookies, and since you're here, I share cookies.
Yeah, free cookie dough.
Heather wants me to pick up an envelope from you.
Oh yeah, it's right over there. Heather needed a bunch of personal information so they can pay me, but I refused to give it out over the phone. I'm real paranoid about that sort of stuff. Don't ask me why, I just am. Go ahead and take it to her.
Yeah, sometimes I just lie to the IRS to see if they believe me. Yeah, you have to pay taxes on your lottery winnings. They're gonna send you a huge bill if they think you earned $12 million in the lottery last year. Just saying, it's not a good idea. Well, of course, we'll find out that she's only been lying to, like, Dieter. So Dieter's not gonna send her a humongous bill, so I think it's safe to lie to Dieter. That's kind of a mean thing for me to say. Oh, just lie to Dieter, that's okay, that's fine. But, I don't think we have proof of her lying to anybody else in this game. Does she, like, lie to Heather or Minette?
Does anyone else live here?
Nope, it's just me. And you now. Managed to get a short-term lease. Soon as I'm done being Minette's fitting model, I am out of here.
What's a fitting model?
A fitting model puts on samples from a designer's latest line, so the designer can create each piece on a real live person instead of a dress form. It's not very exciting. In fact, it's totally boring. Plus, you're always getting stabbed with pins. But it pays the bills.
Can you think of anyone who might be out to get Minette?
Well, Dieter, obviously.
Dieter von Schwesterkrank?
He and Minette went out for about 6 months. Then all of a sudden, last April, Minette dumped him. Just tossed him aside like last month's edition of Vogue.
Was he angry?
You'd have to ask him. Just watch out when you're in that photographic studio of his. He lets his pet boa constrictor slither around loose in there.
He has a pet boa constrictor?
That's what I said. Don't you believe me?
Nice try, JJ.
This time I'm telling the truth. Dieter really does keep a snake in his studio. Hardly anybody knows about it. I think it may be illegal. If you happen to be in there, be careful.
I don't think... Yeah, we never do see the snakes, so I think we're safe. We won't get eaten
see you
by
later.
Snakes.
Okay.
Alright, so thank you, JJ. I don't think we need anything from her besides that envelope, so that's it for our chores. Let's go back to Minette's. This time I'm telling the truth. Believe me!
Get the phone, please.
Ooh, I bet that's Prudence Rutherford.
Nancy, get the phone.
Bonjour, Minette's House of Design.
Bonjour, est-ce que c'est Heather?
Would you like to speak with Heather?
All I want is for someone there to tell me how the ensemble I'm paying Minette's design for me is coming along. Winter is almost upon us, you know. I'm getting a tad antsy.
I understand. And your name is?
Prudence Rutherford.
Prudence Rutherford?
Oh, shoot.
I know you. I talked to you when I was working at the Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I'm Nancy Drew, remember? You sent me a copy of your fire ruby necklace. You know, the one that had been stolen.
Oh, good heavens, yes, of course, Nancy Drew. Why, as I understand it, it was largely because of your investigatory prowess that my real necklace was recovered soon thereafter. What on earth is a nascent detective like you doing answering the telephone for Minette? Get down from there. Excuse me, dear.
Nancy, tell her the designs are done and will be shipped to her by the end of the week. Then go to the work table and finish them.
You want me to finish them?
The instructions are all right there. Piece of cake.
Why my husband insists on sitting here in my study in his soggy tennis togs when he has the run of the whole villa is beyond me. Oh dear. Thanks to that scallywag, I've quite forgotten what we were talking about.
So she still has trouble with her husband just leaving a huge mess on the sofa.
I forget too, but the important thing is I'm going to ship you some designs very shortly.
Oh, goody gumdrops!
You should have them by the end of the week.
Wonderful! I'm sure they're going to knock my socks off and blow me away, as you young people like to say. Lucille, get the deodorizer, please. Philip's been in here again, I'm afraid. Goodbye, dear. Or shall I say, à tout à l'heure.
So should I do this puzzle legitimately, or should I cheat on this puzzle?
Are the designs I'm supposed to finish for Prudence Rutherford under here?
You got it.
So the puzzle is, she's got rules. All these rules. Read them through, assemble the outfit. Patterns or prints are not considered colors. Wow, everybody wants me to solve this one legitimately. Jeez. Okay, authentic Hawaiian Himalayan hair.
First thing I need to do is flip up this plastic sheet.
I need chromatic. Yeah, you know what? This is gonna take forever. I'm actually gonna cheat through this puzzle. So, what she needs is green pants, a pink top, the most ridiculous outfit ever, sunglasses, and a dashing little hat.
By George, I think you've got it.
This is the bunny rabbit outfit, because why not wear a bunny rabbit outfit when you're on a cruise? And of course you want socks
You're on a
which
roll.
match your gigantic bra. Let's see, this here. And then more green socks.
Well, that's that. All 3 outfits are ready for you to send to Prudence.
Looks good to me.
I just can't imagine anybody wearing those outfits. I mean, this one might work if you weren't wearing like a yellow mask, and why are you wearing a wig? Why is rabbit... Yeah, rabbit is even an option. That just seems so crazy. This one looks okay, I guess. I don't know, they all look strange, and she's showing off her belly button and like, most of them. I don't know, how old do you think Prudence is, based on her voice? I have no idea how to tell.
What's up?
She talks like this. Well, here's the envelope that I picked up.
Here's that envelope I picked up from JJ. I almost forgot.
No problem.
What's with all the red paint that's splattered on the wall in Minette's studio?
I came in one morning last month, and there it was. Minette must have had a bad night.
Okay, people are guessing that Prudence is like 50s or 60s. Yeah, that's a little bit too old to be wearing bunny rabbit ears in public with a bunny rabbit mask on a cruise.
You didn't ask her about it?
Minette always throws things when she's upset. Remember what happened when you first arrived?
Oh yeah, the potted plant. I get your point. Talk to you later.
Allez, bye-bye.
Let's see, I don't know what I need to do now.
Been there, check. Been there, done that. That's finished. That's finished. That's finished. Check. Been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Looks like I've done everything.
Been there,
I'm such
done
a good
that.
employee.
Oops, haven't done that.
Haven't looked around JJ's
Check.
place.
Check. Been there, done that. Been there, done.
Really, the only thing on my task list is go to JJ's place.
Heather, where is JJ?
Oh, hey, we have to go there now.
I told you, she's not answering her phone.
Heather,
So let's go back to JJ's, and we'll do this JJ storyline
now.
at the same time.
Nancy? It seems that Minette has finally thought up all the designs she needs for her spring collection. But instead of putting them down on paper, like a normal designer, she insists on creating them on a live model. Hence her sudden, desperate need for JJ.
Well, then what's she been doing all day? Because she's been drawing on a piece of paper all day long.
Why isn't JJ answering her phone?
Who knows? Sometimes I think she's even more neurotic than Minette.
I'll head over to her apartment and see what the problem is.
Heather, I don't want excuses. I want JJ now.
Go like the wind.
Alright, I'm being told we should get the mint first. I don't know if that's possible, so let's go to JJ's and then get the mint and then go back to JJ's. Because I just don't know. Because it could be the case that if I try to get the mint now, Nancy doesn't know there's a mint shortage yet, so if I try to get the mint now, then she'll just ignore it. So I do need to see that there is a mint shortage. Is that what the task list was trying to get me to do?
Can't check that off.
I guess that's not it. Is there anything else I can look at? I can look at the trash.
Empty.
The trash is empty.
Oh, goody, you're back. I'm really bored. Let's play Hangman. You know how to play, right?
No.
No, actually, I don't.
It's real easy.
Oh,
all you do is
know
try
how
to guess what
Hangman.
6-letter word I'm thinking of.
Let's play it
You
some
just
other
say a letter,
time.
and if it's a letter in the word I'm thinking of, I'll write it down. If it's not in the word, I'll also draw part of the guy who's getting hanged. If I finish the stick figure before you guess the word, you lose. So, you ready?
On second thought, maybe some other time.
Anytime you want to play, just let me know.
Yeah, mint and Minette is Mintette. She likes mint.
Minette needs you at her studio. In fact, she's been screaming for you, literally.
Too bad. I'm not going anywhere until these mint chocolate chip cookies are finished.
Yeah, but this is your job.
You have to. Minette is freaking out.
Too bad. Silly me, I just said that, didn't I?
Look, go to the studio. I'll finish those for you, okay? I'll do a great job, I promise.
Well, I'll head over there. But I'm going to call you before I set one foot inside Minette's studio. And if those aren't done, or if you try to lie...
Seriously, you're getting mad at me for lying when you're the biggest liar in the entire game?
I never lie. Ask anyone.
Well, all right. Everything you need is right here.
I'm busy cooking food,
Recipe,
so I won't actually do my
sheet,
job.
Mixing bowl, measuring
But she
cups
hasn't
and
even
spoons,
started
ingredients,
cooking
and
yet.
if you mess
She
up
hasn't
and want
even
to start over,
started
just
cooking
turn
yet.
around and dump it down the sink. One problem though, the recipe calls for fresh mint. Only I had to toss the sprig I had because it was moldy. So you're going to have to go out and find some more. Which could be hard because there's some kind of mint shortage thing going on.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm also out of brown sugar. I think there's a way to substitute for it using molasses somehow, but that's your problem now. Remember, I'm going to call you when I get to Minette's. If those cookies aren't done, I'm going to go shopping instead. And Minette's going to go bonkers. Ta-ta!
So JJ was just stirring an empty bowl. That's what she was doing all day long, and she gave us a chore. So not only do we need to find mint, but we need to find a way to make a substitution as well, which is terrible. So, and
What are
JJ's
books
reading
doing in
electrical
here?
engineering books.
What in the world is JJ doing with books on electrical engineering?
Oh, that's molasses. Yeah, we need to
Well,
grab the
here's some molasses.
And now I think we're finished with looking.
Oops, can't check that off. Still need to... Been there, done that.
Now we can say we've looked around her apartment.
Can't check that off.
Darn. What have I not looked at? Is there something? It's this thing by the phone? Is this super important? This is. Okay, I need to look at this because I find out about this guy named Zoo. And I think we can actually call Zoo. We can call Zoo at some point. Not quite yet. But that was a very, very important article about Zoo.
Been there, done that.
So let's get ourselves some mint. We can buy the mint, or we can get it from that super cool place that Jean-Mi is hanging out. No, Jean-Mi is at the Hotel de Ville. Sorry. Oh no, wrong place. So people have tried making these cookies in real life. they do not curl up at the edges. That's just for a video game. They don't curl up. But you can make the cookies in real life. Let's see. Okay.
Mademoiselle Drew, what is it now?
Do you think I could order something?
But of course. You, however, will have to pay this time.
That's fine.
La carte?
Which one's ice cream? Is ice cream the creme de glace? Because creme looks like cream and glace looks like glacier, which is a thing made of ice. Let's go with that.
I would like the creme de glace.
Très bien.
Okay, good. People are saying yes. Yes, that is ice cream.
Ça fait 5 €.
That will be 5 €.
I could translate that myself.
Money well spent, I hope.
Ice cream with a sprig of mint on top. So refreshing.
I need to take that mint so I can make those cookies for JJ. I think I'll save the mint for later.
As you wish.
I'm glad I ordered that. It was great.
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle.
Man,
so, what else do you wish from me?
What would be really cool is if we could get the mint and just sell that to the person at the at the vending place, because they're selling the mint for like 50 €, I think.
I'm staying with JJ Ling, the model. Do you know her?
But of course, I know everyone who is anyone when it comes to fashion. And Gigi, she is a breath of fresh air.
But what about JJ Ling?
You mean Gigi Ling?
No, I mean JJ.
Gigi.
JJ.
En français, you pronounce G like J and J like G. She may very well be JJ in America, but in France, she is Gigi.
She calls herself JJ, though. It's kind of rude to deliberately mispronounce her name. That's the way she prefers it to be pronounced. Come on, Jean-Mi. You gotta be so nice. You gotta be nicer.
Has she done modeling for any other designers in Paris?
She did a lot of work earlier this year for Ugo Bottoli, which, I do not doubt, is why Minette was so eager to use her. Unfortunately for Gigi, I assume she told you how she was tricked into a current contract with Minette.
No, she didn't. Minette tricked her?
If you do not know, you will have to ask Gigi. Just because I know everything that happens in the world of haute couture does not mean that I repeat everything.
It was a pleasure talking to you.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
I want to see how much they're actually selling that mint for. I know it is a crazy amount.
Bonjour. I have many new things, you see?
Wow, you sure do.
You are sure to find something you like.
Is this mint?
Oui, that is mint.
50 €.
The growers of mint because of them all over Paris, all over France. No mint except for here. I have very good mint, not moldy. I sell to you for 50 €.
I think €1 is a fair price.
No one has mint but me. You want mint, you must pay 50 €.
I don't think I want it after all.
What else do you like?
So that's it.
Guess I'm just not in a
I'll buy more
buying
stuff
mood.
later.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
So it would be fantastic if I could sell the mint that I purchased for €5 and sell that to this person for 50, or maybe 25. That would be very, very good. Okay, so we need to actually make this. Oh, I need to put the mint down, and then I can make it the
I'll
mint.
just chop up this mint.
And put down this molasses.
There, I'm ready to start cooking.
So 3 cubes of butter. 1 cup of souffle, which is white sugar. Now, a half cup of sucre plus a teaspoon of molasses. That's the substitute for brown sugar. Then 3 eggs. A teaspoon of vanilla, so that's the vanilla. 2 1/4 cup of the flour, so that's farine. A half cup of baking soda. Half cup of baking soda? That seems a lot. Yeah, a half teaspoon of baking soda. That's this right here, the bicarbonate. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt, so that's the sel. The sprig of mint. And then 1 cup of chocolate chips. So how do I cook it? I click on this to start cooking. Let's get cooking.
Must be the mint that makes their edges turn up like that. I'll just cool the cookies off on this rack and I'll be all done.
Yeah, Nancy stirs after every ingredient. Even if there's only flour inside, she needs to stir anyway, because that flour needs to be stirred in with the other flour. When I'm making this stuff, I generally don't stir until like all the ingredients are in sometimes. I switch between that when I'm cooking. Like stir between every few ingredients, that works too. That generally is the good way of doing it.
Hello?
Well, are they done?
They sure are.
Describe them.
Describe them?
Describe them. I've made them before, so I'll know you're lying if you fail to mention the one thing that makes them different from other cookies.
Well, their edges curl upwards?
Bingo! Nice going. Because of you, Minette is about to become a very happy camper.
Yay! We did it! So that's everything on my task list, right?
Bin check. That's finished. Oops.
New assignment. See if I have a new assignment. That's kind of funny for a new assignment. Yeah, generally if it's something I'm baking like in the mixer, whether I'm using like a mixing machine or one of those handheld mixers, then I generally put everything in. I know there are some recipes which specify when you need to mix, but I'm like, wow, that can be a lot of work.
Minette's House of Design.
I need to speak to Minette.
May I tell her who's calling?
No, just get her on the phone.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to take a message.
Get her on the phone now.
Who is this?
Are you going to connect me with Minette or not?
No.
Wrong answer.
Angry person. Angry person. And Nancy somehow knew there would be a task for her to do here. Buy a stuffed parrot? So Heather is actually doing chores herself on the other side of town. Wow, Heather is actually doing her own job instead of making Nancy do her job. So do not enter. Ooh, and while she's gone, we can open the dodo box. Wrong answer. That is the wrong answer. So this puzzle is just like the bee's knees or the coyote puzzle. Yeah, so bee's knees from the final scene, or the coyote puzzle from Secret of Shadow Ranch. Very similar in that your character is just running all around the board, trying to avoid being attacked by the enemies. This is tough. I start off right by the enemies, don't I? Let's see, I think I'm gonna go left here. It kind of helps if you did what I did with those enemies, which is I just sort of got them stuck. Yeah, see this one that's stuck in a corner? So because it's stuck in the corner, it won't be able to chase me. So that freed up room for me to just run straight to the exit. I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. Go down here. Go left here. I'm gonna try to get this one stuck in a corner. That works. But if I try to escape here, I'm going to be attacked in a corner myself. I can't go forward. If I go down here, those two will go there. Okay, let me try resetting this. I figured that's what the middle button was, just to reset. Oh, that works, just going up and around. Yeah, that works. So we have a bunch of threatening messages. Nancy notices one of them is slightly different from the others.
The letters on this one look different than the letters on the others.
I believe we can hear JJ and Minette too.
Hold still, please. I'm trying.
Yeah, they're not having a fun time with each other. How much money does Nancy have? I don't know, I think I wasted too much money when trying to buy things earlier. I know we've got a bunch of stuff we need to buy for the second half of the game.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Welcome back. What do you like?
I guess we're on the second half of the game. We need to buy these two things and the book, kind of.
Is this just regular string?
That is very good string. Very strong. Very good to have around. You can buy for only 6 euros.
How about 3 euros?
Voila. What else do you like?
It looks like I can generally buy things if I pay full price. You know, 3/4 or half price.
How much are you asking for this steak?
Really...
That is made of the finest wood,
It's harder for
and
me
it
to
can
get
be
like
used for
these
many,
two
many
really
things.
cheap prices.
It is one of my most popular items. For that reason, I sell for 13 euros.
I'll give you 10 euros.
Voila. What else do you like?
Let's see, I've got 41
Is this
left.
Ichido book any good?
That book is very good. If you are around dangerous people, then you must get this book. You pay only 23 euros.
Would you take half that, 12 euros?
Voila. What else do you like?
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
So this book is good for learning how to fight. Shita! Up left, up right, up center, mid right, mid left, low left. So it shows you the various attacks that the culprit is going to use on you at the end of the game. Whoa,
That
Dieter!
looks like Dieter. Wonder what he's doing. Hey, Dieter! Hi!
Sitting around looking angry.
No, wait! Dieter! Dieter! What did he run away for? That was weird. Looks like he left something on the bench. These must have fallen out of his pocket.
We must be on the second half of the game, because that's what this stuff is.
Noisette Tornade. That's the woman who that historian was calling about. Why would Dieter be carrying this around?
So she used to own the windmill. And she worked as a fighter for the French resistance.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. As you can see, you have many new things to choose from. What intrigues you?
Well, let's see.
I don't think I need to pick the cipher book, because I already know all the ciphers. We need
Is
this
this
pie
tin very expensive?
We need everything
Very
here,
cheap.
basically.
15 euro.
Whatever, for...
Would you take 4 euros instead?
Vendu.
Yes.
What else tickles the fancy?
Well, I've only got 25.
Is this parrot very expensive?
The price is very reasonable. 20 euro.
I'm willing to pay 15 euros for it.
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
What is this thing?
I have been told that it is probably a decoder used by those who resisted the German occupation of World War II.
Really? How much do you want for it?
Nothing, it is not for sale. It is a piece of history. I have it only as an eye catcher.
But you're a businessman. You must be willing to part with it for something.
I will trade you one piece of history for another. You give me a bottle of Mouton Fouetté 1968, and I give you the decoder.
Deal. What's Mouton Fouetté?
Mouton Fouetté 1968 is a very rare beverage that is usually stored underground. Unfortunately, finding an intact bottle has become next to impossible. But if you want that decoder, the impossible is what you must do. So, get me a bottle of Mouton Fouetté 1968. I will accept nothing less. In the meantime, what else tickles the fancy?
So people are pointing out that Square du Galant Park, this place actually exists. They just took pictures of, you know, it's based off a real location, so somebody must have just taken pictures of the park, and they just recreated it in Nancy Drew. Obviously, you cannot just buy random garbage in the park, though. That's not the case. And Mouton Fouet, apparently that's French for sheep wine. Sheep wine. That sounds silly.
A wetsuit.
Not just any wetsuit. It used to belong to a friend of the famous undersea explorer Jacques Cousteau. A friend who is said to have shared many adventures with him. For that reason, I sell it for 125 euro.
I couldn't possibly pay more than 63 euros.
Vendu.
I'm going to have to withdraw my offer. Not enough money.
What else tickles the fancy?
Man, okay, so we need 63.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
I'll have to paint pictures. I'll have to paint pictures. I don't think there's any other way I could make money.
What intrigues mademoiselle this time?
I'd like to paint some more, if that's okay.
Be my guest.
So I get... Oh, I can't check how much money I've got right now? That's not fair. I want to check how much money I have right now. So do I have to... I want to check if I have to make one picture or multiple pictures.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money.
So I get 15.
Do you wish to paint another?
Yeah,
You bet.
I'll
Be my
I'll
guest.
do two, because he gives me... Here we go, 25. So oh man, I have to paint 3, because he gives me 15 each time, right? Right? So in order to get 63, I'm going to need 40 more. I'll have to paint 3 more. Ugh. Like, painting in general is fine, but when you have to do something like this, where it's like, oh, I have to paint 3 in a row, because that one lady didn't give me enough money when I sold back the garbage to her. Ah. I could try painting flowers, but I mean, painting the Mona Lisa is easier.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
Of course.
Be my guest.
Yeah, the wetsuit was, yeah. Wetsuit was 63. That's what I got him down to, 63. It would take forever if you wanted to buy everything that every character sold in this game, that would just be a lot of this. Also, you could make some money back, you know, by selling the junk back to them. You'd make some of your money back. Probably not enough, though.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
Not right now. Maybe later.
Later, yes.
You can get
Now
the
you
wetsuit
buy
for
something.
31. I'm not sure.
How much do you want for this wetsuit?
125 euro.
31 euros. That's all I'll pay.
Vendu. What else tickles your fancy?
Oh, thank you, Internet.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Yeah, no, earlier in this video, I sold stuff back to
Bonjour,
this
mademoiselle.
character.
You are wise to return. I have many new things. You see?
Yes, you do.
No, do I have to buy this?
I could use a flashlight. Mine was in my lost luggage.
That is only 10 euro. Batteries included.
I'll take it.
It is yours. What else appeals to you?
Nothing else.
Actually, I'm not interested in buying anything right now.
Then you will just have to come back.
I might just do that. Bye.
Au revoir.
I don't think I can solve any of these puzzles in the park yet.
Uh-oh. Dad made me promise not to go anywhere by myself after dark. This'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Oh, Dad. It could be possible that I need to get that book. Nancy might need that book to translate. That's basically what the point of that book is. JJ is not back yet. And we should have a new newspaper. So, lots of flooding everywhere. Is what the newspaper says. Yeah, does Nancy listen to her father sometimes? Apparently she listens to Dad now. So, we were buying all that random stuff for puzzles later on, and we were mainly there so we could buy a parrot. What else is on my task list?
That's finished. Can't check that off. Still need to can't check that
I
off.
need to ask Dieter about that stuff he found, yeah.
Now what?
You have to get them out of there!
Who? What happened?
This little box came from me, and when I opened it, all these bugs came pouring out. They're all over the place in there. You have to get them out before they lay eggs or something.
What?
Maybe you should just call an exterminator.
No! Nothing good ever comes from killing things. Just go in there and put them back in the box they came in. Carefully. Don't kill any of them.
Don't worry. I'll get them out of there for you.
Bless you.
Yuck. That must be the box they came in.
So we need to find 10 of these little things. No, 9. 9.
Gotcha.
And what's this?
My gosh. The letters in these fonts look exactly like the ones that were used in one of those threatening notes Manette got. Which means Heather must have sent it.
Heather sent one of the threatening notes. So if we can tattle on Heather and get her fired, do we want to do that?
Playtime's over, little guy. Or girl. This fabric is so strange. It's soft and metallic all at the same time.
Votes for not tattling. Okay, let's see if we can
If I were an
find-
insect, where would I hide?
It can be hard to find them. Okay, nobody wants me to tattle except the one person. Okay, fine. We won't tattle on Heather. Don't worry.
Missed it.
Oh, come on. I almost had it. And here's the letter from Noisette Tournant. I mean,
To Dear Miss Manette.
From Kearns.
Books on the women of the French resistance. Exploits of Noisette Tornade. Because she owned the windmill which you now own. Oh, this is from that historian who called before. Maybe she can help me figure out why Dieter was carrying that obituary around.
So we'll call Lynn at some point.
Nuts, I was this close.
I got it, Nancy. Don't complain you were so close when you picked it up. Okay, there are clearly none here. Let's flip around and get them all going in the other direction. I don't see any. Where are they? There's none here. Yeah, I don't. Ah, there. Okay, one more. Last one.
Here, Buggy.
Where are you?
Looks like this picture was taken before Manette splashed paint on the wall over there.
Got it.
Oh, these guys are fast.
Yay!
There, that has got to be the last bug.
We did it.
You can open the door now, Manette.
Did you get all of the bugs?
Yes, Manette.
How many are there?
I don't know, 9?
Are they all alive?
Yes, Manette.
Are you sure you didn't kill any?
Positive.
And they're all in the box?
Yes.
Okay, listen. I want you to take that box to the park and let those things go. Only I don't want to be here when you come out. Probably the only thing those twisted little vermin are thinking about right now is revenge.
Manette, they're cockroaches.
Exactly! So I want you to count to 10, and then, and only then, are you to come out of there, all right?
Anything you say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What a nut job.
Okay, so that's it for Manette. Manette is just paranoid about those cockroaches. Let's see. So we needed to talk to Dieter. It looks like we need to talk to Dieter, and we need to talk to that historian about Noisette Tornade.
Sounds like someone's in the dark room.
So let's do
Mr.
that.
von Schwesterkrank? Are you in there?
Who's there?
Nancy Drew. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
I'm very busy. You'll have to come back.
I just wondered what you were doing in Square du Vert Galant Park.
I was just taking a walk.
You dropped an obituary about Noisette Tornade. Shall I leave it for you?
There's no need. I don't want it.
Why were you carrying it around?
Because I was going to send it to my grandmother. I thought she knew the woman. Turns out she did.
You also dropped some kind of trinket. Looks like a miniature clock.
That's something my great-uncle Hans gave me. It's actually a key. It opens the panel over there to the right of the bookshelf. He lived here during the war. The place has been in the family ever since.
What's behind the panel?
Go ahead and see for yourself. Just be prepared to go a little cuckoo.
Let me see. I think we can talk to him again.
Sorry, I'm busy.
Okay, never mind. I guess we have to open this and then we can talk to him while he's hiding in the bathroom.
What's up with this?
So I think this puzzle is to set them all to 12? Oh, we need to set them all to 3, because we can't set the middle one. So it's a time challenge. Obviously, we've got clocks everywhere. It's a time challenge. I'm too busy to talk to you. I know I just answered a lot of questions from you, but now I'm too busy to talk. Dieter. one's not at 3. Yay!
Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Believe it or not, that key your uncle gave you opened up some kind of passageway. Is it okay if I see where it goes?
A passageway? She never said anything about a passageway. Go ahead and explore it all you want. Just be careful, this building is very old.
Use my flashlight.
Bonjour,
here.
madame. I wonder what that symbol means.
Ah, and this triggers another puzzle.
The year when our despair ended. The year when my despair began.
So I think the solution to this puzzle is like 1940... It's the 1940s, right? It's the year when the war ended. Wow, yeah! Okay. Puzzle solving. So we need to get this device. We're gonna set it to, whatever that is. So this is Noisette. This is Noisette's, really long puzzle. So where was that random piece of paper I just picked up? That random piece of paper. Okay, okay. Got it. So, hey, Dieter, are you still hiding in the bathroom?
Sorry, too busy.
Let's see. Well, I know at some point we can come in and complain to him, and he'll give us a task.
I'm busy.
You just opened this secret compartment in the door of my wall. Just, you know, the wall of my house. Sure, just do that. Just go away. Don't cause any problems, though. Okay, Heather, are you back?
Did you get the stuffed parrot?
Here you go. What's it for, anyway?
It's a Minette thing. You wouldn't understand. No one would.
Why did you write Minette that threatening letter?
What? You think I wrote those letters?
Yeah, we need to take stock photos for Dieter.
I saw the memo you sent Minette
the
about
puzzle for him
fonts.
later on.
The letters on it match the letters on one of the threats I found in her dodo box.
You opened Minette's dodo box?
Mm-hmm.
That's the real reason you didn't want me looking in there, isn't it?
Okay. Couple months ago, I got so fed up with her that I just had to get back at her somehow. I'd seen how upset those other letters made her, so I sent one of my own, but just that one. And I never intended to really do anything to her. I just wanted her to suffer. You know, emotionally.
The way she made you suffer when she started going out with Dieter.
You really don't miss a trick, do you? I thought when she dumped him like that he'd finally come to his senses and realize that I'm the one he should be with. But even now, even after she broke up with him, she still has some kind of weird, sick hold on him. Look, you're not going to tell Minette about this, are you? There's really no need. It'll just upset her all over again. And she's so far behind as it is. And there's no telling how she'd take it out on me. Or on you, for that matter, just for telling her. So don't say anything to her, okay?
I'm gonna have to think about it. I'll see you later.
Alright, so presumably we do have to call the woman from UC Kearns. Remember, she's the other person that knows about Noisette Tornade, so presumably we have to talk to her about Noisette Tornade in order to trigger the next thing with Dieter. Oh, wow. Phone calling is so difficult in this game. I have to call a 10-digit number to call a 10-digit number.
Modern European History, Lynn Manrique.
Hello, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Paris. Actually, I talked to you earlier when you tried to call Minette.
She's finally calling me back? Wonderful. Please, put her on.
I'd like to, but I'm afraid she's still too busy to talk to you.
Oh.
But if you don't mind, could I ask you a couple of questions about Noisette Tornade?
Certainly.
You mentioned hidden plunder in your letter to Minette. What did you mean?
Some people said that during the war she took various pieces of artwork, mostly from churches, and stashed them away somewhere so they wouldn't fall into enemy hands.
Yeah, my boss dated a guy I like, so I'm just gonna emotionally manipulate her. That's a really awful thing to do, Heather. That is Heather's justification.
That sounds pretty heroic to me.
Well, some people said she stole them for herself, and unfortunately, the artwork remains lost to this day. No one knows exactly what Noisette took, or if indeed she took anything. You see, from 1942 until the liberation of Paris, Noisette worked as a translator for the Germans by day and an encoder for the French resistance by night. This, as you might imagine, made everyone suspicious of her, both French and Germans alike. And after the war, things got ugly. Especially when people found out she was romantically involved with a German soldier. His name was Hans von Schwesterkrank.
You're kidding me. Was he by any chance related to Dieter von Schwesterkrank, the fashion photographer?
I'm afraid I have no idea. Hans left Paris right after the war and never returned, leaving Noisette to fend for herself. She was tried as a collaborator in 1946 and acquitted, but the experience left her quite bitter. She never married, you know, very private person. She served as Paris's director of public works for more than 20 years, yet not one person has been able to tell me what her favorite color was. In any case, Noisette was terribly hurt that the city she loved had turned on her like that. After her trial, she told the press that the truth of what she'd done during the war resided in her and in the person and place she loved the most. And that was that. She never spoke of her wartime activities again. I assume that the person she was referring to was Hans von Schwesterkrank, who passed away a year or two ago, and that the place was her beloved Moulin, which is where she lived for almost half a century after the war. That's why I'm hoping Minette will allow me to visit it. Now, I've got a question for you. In the hours before she died, Noisette was said to have constantly muttered 3 words, red, left, green. Is there anything inside the Moulin that has to do with red, left, green? Anything at all?
No, but I'll keep that in mind and let you know if I see something.
I'd appreciate it. Any other questions?
And I think that's it. I mean, we could talk to her about all this other stuff, but...
I really appreciate your help.
That's all we really need to talk to her about in order to trigger the thing with Dieter. And let's call Zoo while we're here. Might as well trigger his storyline. He's gonna tell us about Noisette as well. Oh, this is going to be perfect.
Hello? I know you are calling for minutes. Please, tell me. Is this Xing Xing?
No, I'm afraid not. But I know Jing Jing. In fact, I'm staying at her place.
You are the most lucky person in the monde. I am a big fan of Xing Xing. I call her house and leave massage. I call Minette because I know she works there, but she will not talk to me. She is too... what is the word? Paranormal?
You mean paranoid?
Yes, paranoid. So, if you are not Xing Xing, why do you call me?
This is Zoo, right?
Yes, I am Zoo.
Well, Zoo, my name is Nancy Drew, and I saw a symbol on the wall when I was in an underground passage not too long ago. It looked like 2 leaves with 2 nut-type things attached to them, and I just wondered if you could tell me what it meant or why it was there.
Yes, of course I can. But first, you must have Xing write something for me.
Write something for you?
You must have her write something that I can keep. Have her write, Zoo, my love, Xing. Then, take the metro to the Denfert Rochereau station, enter the catacombs, find the bones from the Magdalene Cemetery, and put the autograph in the skull below the plaque.
Have her write, Zoo, my love, Jing, go to the catacombs, find the Magdalene Cemetery bones, and leave the autograph in a skull.
Wow, this is complicated.
Yes, exactly that. Don't worry about desecrating the person whose bones they may be. The skull, it is a fake. My friend and I put it there. And so, after you deliver it, you call me and I tell you all about the symbol you saw.
But what if Jing Jing refuses?
Then, Nancy Drew, it seems we will both be very disappointed.
So we can solve these puzzles in any time. So we could do the JJ, we can do Jean-Michel's puzzle, or we can do Dieter's puzzle. Which one of those 3 do we want to do? And yeah, that Zoo guy is a bit of a stalker. If he has the, memorize the number for the place that JJ sometimes works at, yeah, that's a bit crazy. So 1 vote for Dieter, 2 votes for Dieter, 2 votes for Zoo, 2 votes for JJ. Okay, it looks like we're doing JJ. We're doing the Zoo and JJ stuff first. Okay, let's do it. So we need to go to, JJ's at this place, I believe. Will I ever set those cockroaches free? No, they will be hanging out in my pocket forever. He's a stalker with a weird hobby. That's Zoo. I like crawling around the sewers, and I have a huge crush on this woman.
Hey, Rumi, how's it going?
I just talked to this huge fan of yours. He'd really, really like your autograph.
I'm flattered, but unfortunately he's out of luck. Nobody gets my autograph. I'm afraid that someone will use it to forge my name and steal my identity.
That's not exactly how identity theft works. It's somebody steals your credit card and pretends to be you, not somebody tries to like,
nobody can steal your identity. You're too famous.
I mean, yeah.
Stuff like that happens to people like me all the time. I'm just not going to take the chance.
I guess maybe she's worried about somebody who's like forging her name on checks or stuff like that. Maybe that's what she's talking about.
That'd be great.
So we're gonna trick her by spelling out that message.
Z.
Afraid not.
U.
You lose.
M.
That's a winner.
Y. L.
You lose.
O.
Yeah, and she doesn't realize I'm actually spelling out this message.
V.
Wrong.
E.
That's a winner.
J. I. N. G. I wasn't even close. May I have that piece of paper?
Sure.
And where we go, we've
Want
got
to play
it.
again?
Maybe later.
Anytime you want to play, just let me know.
Why does Minette want you to be a size 12?
Contractually, I have to be a size 12. See, Minette is into curves, so she designs clothes for full-figured curvy women. Because I signed on to be a fitting model, I have to maintain the ideal size 12 weight and shape.
I'll let you get back to your cookie dough.
Ciao, Bella.
Yeah, no, yeah, identity theft is not a joke. We're getting, I mean, the police obviously are getting a lot better at catching identity theft. It was way worse like 5 years ago when all of the thieves and, you know, criminals were way ahead of the police in how to track that stuff or how to stop that stuff. What really helped is when they put ATMs, you know, ATM machines, they put cameras in ATM machines, and that really helped because that way we'd have a picture, you know, we'd have video footage of somebody, an identity thief, trying to take money out of the...
That's one less coin in my purse.
Out of the, you know, out of the ATM, so it made it way easier to capture
This must be the place
people.
Zoo was talking about. And there's a skull. Zoo sure picked a weird drop-off place for that autograph.
Yeah, why couldn't he pick a place that doesn't cost money? That's weird, we're putting it in the eye? Come on, Nancy. That's strange. So, the catacombs exists in real life too, but the entry price is like €10. Oh no, and if you don't have a reservation, the line is usually about an hour long? That's terrible. So, let's see, we're gonna go to Dieter now. Do I have the money to actually go back? Okay, I have enough money to go back and return, because I do need to return once.
Mr. von Schwesterkrank? Are you in there?
Who's there?
Nancy Drew. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
I'm very busy. You'll have to come back.
But this is really important. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Well, if you want, you could take some stock photos for me.
Sure.
The list of things I need pictures of is on my desk.
I'll get right on it.
Yeah, Nancy's kind of mean. Her roommate says no autographs, and so she tricks her roommate into giving autographs. It's all for the sake of the mystery, everyone. Don't worry.
No, the list is in French.
And nobody in this game can translate from French to English for Nancy. So she's actually supposed to buy the book from that one place. Buy the book from the store in order to translate it. Here's the camera. But fortunately, we have all of our friends that can translate
Mr. von
it for us.
Schwesterkrank, do you think you could translate this list for me?
Sorry, too busy. You're on your own.
Seriously? Oh, come on. Oh, really? See if I can go through without having to solve that puzzle again. I do have to solve this puzzle again. Well, one of the items on the list was spider, so that's why I'm solving this puzzle again. Gator is such a jerk. Hi, Nancy, you're doing chores for me? Yeah, I'm not going to talk to you and help you at all in any way, even though it's literally taking no time off of my back. I mixed up the metaphors there. It's no skin off my back. It's not going to take me a ton of time to help you. I just won't do it anyway. Because I'm a jerk. I need to buy the book, but I don't want to buy the book. No. Aww. Well, let's see. What are some of the items on that list? Ugh. I can't see why I'm here. Let's take a look at that list again. So one's a cross. Okay, one's a cross. So it's a spider, a cross, a teapot, a stapler, a skull, and a candle. It does look like we do have to buy the book, which is sad. I'll have to paint another painting. Well, here's the cross. We can easily take that picture right now. Hopefully that will work. Looks good to me.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. What you need, I am sure to have.
Well, I could use a French-English dictionary. How much?
This is the best French-English dictionary you can buy in all of Paris. Not too big, simple to use, hundreds and hundreds of words. I practically give it to you for 30 €.
I'll give you 8 euros.
For this, that is nothing. The price is 30 €.
Then I'm not interested.
What else appeals to you?
I just don't have that money. I've got 9
Actually,
euro,
I'm not
and
interested
that's
in buying anything right now.
Then you will just have to come back.
I might just do that. Bye.
Au revoir.
Let's let
Okay, guys,
go.
end of the line. You are out of here.
Alright, let's just...
Bonjour.
do
What
a lot of
intrigues
paintings for
Mademoiselle
this
this
guy.
time?
Could I paint some more?
Be my guest.
Yeah, and we also need we also need more money so we can go back to the area, you know, the underground area. So we're gonna need 30 plus 5, so we need at least 35. So that means 2 paintings? Nancy should have dumped the cockroaches on the woman and then stolen the book. That would have been mean. That would have been very mean. I don't think Nancy is that mean. Nancy's generally a nice person.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
Mais oui.
Be my guest.
Let's see this here. This should be the last one.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
Not right now. Maybe later.
Later, yes. Now you buy something.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Alright, people are asking the gender of this. Yeah, the person turns around a little bit, so that's the vendor. It's Monique.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. What you need, I am sure to have.
Well...
Yeah, she turns around if you look at her, so,
How much is this?
30 euro.
I'll take it.
It is yours. What else appeals to you?
Nothing.
Actually, I'm not interested in buying anything right now.
Yeah, that is an
Then you will just have to come back.
I might just do that. Bye.
Au revoir.
revoir.
Yeah, I find it amazing that they actually went through all the trouble of animating that character. Whereas, like, this character doesn't move when you hold the mouse over.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
And,
Welcome back.
This person
What
we
do you
can't
like?
See.
Guess I'm just not in a buying
We can
mood.
see her from a different.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Yeah. Well, I guess she moves a little bit, but the other guy, Monsieur Monchamp, he did not move at all. Okay. In any case, we're getting a little off track. So we want to get a picture of a spider, and the spider is going to be inside. Inside the hole in the wall, so that's what we're doing now. Oh, come on, you can do this, Nancy. Let's see if I've got this. We did it! Yay! We did it this time. So let's take a picture of this giant spider. It's just hanging around. And I don't want to delete it. I want to keep it. Beautiful. So the things on the list were spider, cross, teapot, stapler, skull, and candle. So, 2 of those things we can get just right in here. That's at Minette's, right? The teapot and the stapler.
When it comes to making tea, been there, done that.
I hope that's a good picture. I can't zoom in.
I already made Minette her
It doesn't
tea.
look like I can zoom in anymore, so I won't. And the stapler is going to be in Nancy's desk, I believe. Where is it? Here. It is a beautiful stapler. It is right here. So let's call Zoo.
Hello?
It's Nancy Drew. Did you get the autograph?
It is magnifique! You were wise not to try to fool me, Nancy. I know Jing's handwriting better than I know my own. So, here is what I know about that symbol. I call it the hazelnut because to me that is what it looks like. A noisette.
Wait a minute. A noisette?
Yes, that is French for hazelnut. I have seen it in only one place in the catacombs. To reach this place, return to the catacombs and go to the skull where you left Jing's autograph. Lift the top part of the skull and push the red button. That will open a secret passage that will lead you to the noisette.
Great. Thank you.
But if you go there, you must be careful. The tunnel police, they are one problem. The tunnels, they are another.
What do you mean?
Some of the tunnels, especially near the Mouton Beverage Company, they are water filled with trees.
You mean waterlogged?
Ah, yes, waterlogged. You must swim underwater to reach the place where I saw the noisette. And the water is very cold. You will need a wetsuit. Good luck, Nancy Drew. You will need that too.
Yep, and basically in that area we get to the things we need a picture of, the skull and the candle. We've already seen the skull and the candle. So let's, do we want to do Jean-Mi's thing? Nope, let's continue with this.
S'il vous plaît.
I don't have enough money after this now. Okay, so we need a picture of a skull. Creepy. And we need pictures of candles. I don't know which candle works, so I'm taking pictures of both of them. I lift this up. And we sneak in here to the Mouton Fouette. Uh-oh, the police.
Very well. My name is Jean-Claude. Do you like my new pantalon?
Pas pantalon. Pense.
Quoi?
Pense. Pense. Pense.
I am thinking.
Insupportable. Attends.
Mais qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Il y a quelqu'un là. Non, non. Je suis confus.
Ouais, comme d'habitude.
Okay,
T'as jamais entendu l'histoire de la bête de Blackmoor?
Ah oui, ça m'a fait très peur. Ne parle pas de ça.
Qui est là?
Well, it's time to put on the wetsuit. Hope it's more comfortable than it looks. Ooh, this place is crawling with four-legged vermin. Hope they leave my stuff alone.
So we've got two things to find here. We've got the Mouton Fouette. I'm not entirely sure where we find it, but there it is. I'm not entirely sure where we find it, I say as I find it. Yeah, the police were talking about Blackmoor Manor. It's kind of cute. Let's see. What if I... No, that's where I came from, right? So let's swim down here. This looks familiar as a place I need to swim through. Oh no, where am I gonna go? Up. I think this is, yeah, this is the place where I started out from. So that wasn't very... That was not a good turn. I just turned myself around. Let's go down here again. Let's see. Let's see if there's another turnoff with this pipe area. That might be it. Here we go. Here we go. This might be it. Oh, and there's nothing here? So let me go through here. Maybe left and up? Oh no, that just spun around. Is this it? This looks like a different ladder.
Okay, a rough translation would be, in Europe, near the new bridge, Snow White lives in a red castle. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So those are all line numbers on the map. So, we need to put those numbers in. 3724.
I have no idea what this is, but after everything I went through to get here, I'm taking it.
It's gonna be hard to swim with it, isn't it, Nancy? And now we need to go through the sewer water backwards. No, that's where I came from. Okay, I go through here. Yeah! Woo! I did it! Are the sewers in France really this clean? I don't know. I've never been swimming in French sewers. Believe it or not.
Ah! A rat!
Go away, rat! I'm trying to eat Nancy's shirt. Okay, the rats did not steal anything. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do, and that's really awful, obviously. They steal all your cool stuff? So we did it! Woo! I mean, obviously that particular part of France would be clean. If there are you know, having a bunch of... If there's a 1 hour wait, yeah, you bet it's clean. Bet they keep that place very clean. They're having a bunch of people show up there.
Bonjour, Mademoiselle returns.
And she returns with a bottle of Mouton Foueté, 1968.
Oh la la, you did it. So, I take this and give you this. Take it. You have earned it.
Thanks.
What else tickles your fancy?
And
I
that's
really
it.
don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
I'm not sure we can even start those 3 puzzles quite yet, the ones that are here. So let's go to Dieter, because we've got all his pictures. And at some point, we'll go to Jean-B for his puzzle. We can put that off, though.
Did you take all those photos for me?
I sure did. They're all right there in your camera.
So, you had some questions for me?
I hear that you used to date Minette.
That is correct.
But you're not dating her now?
No.
Because...
You would have to ask her. She broke up with me by leaving a message on my cell phone, and she hasn't said a word to me since. It was an unforgivable outrage. I don't claim to be a paragon of virtue, but even I didn't deserve that.
Is it true that you keep a pet boa constrictor in here?
Don't be ridiculous. I would never keep an exotic pet like that in here. Although I may have lost an exotic pet like that in here once.
You mean there is a snake in here somewhere?
I'm sure it's found its way out by now. They get pretty active when they're hungry, you know, and I haven't seen it for months. But, just in case, watch where you step.
Yeah, so he does have a snake.
How well do you know JJ Ling?
As well as I care to. The way she's always pulling out that annoying word game and begging people to play. And did you know that she won a lottery back in the States? That's right, she's actually filthy rich. What kind of person models when she's filthy rich? There's something not quite right about that girl.
Yeah, so as I said, JJ lied to Dieter about winning the lottery, and he's totally fallen for it.
What do you know about Noisette Tornade?
The French resistance fighter? I seem to recall reading that she died recently, and that's about it. Why do you ask?
I know 3 things, Mr. von Schwesterkrank. 1, Noisette Tornade, whose obituary you were carrying until it fell out of your pocket in the park. Noisette used to own the old windmill Minette now owns. 2, during World War II, she was rumored to have hidden several valuable works of art from the Germans somewhere in Paris. And 3, she was romantically involved with a German soldier named Hans von Schwesterkrank.
Oh, yes, I know all those things too. Hans was my great-uncle. But there are 1 or 2 things you don't know, Fräulein. You could not have known that just before he passed away, my great-uncle gave me that.
What is it?
Something Noisette gave to him. Turn it over and look on the back. Unfortunately, my great-uncle couldn't remember what any of it meant. She used to be the director of public works, so I went to her favorite park to see if anything there might help me figure out what that card means. But I discovered nothing. You can keep that if you want.
I can?
Yes, I give up. I don't care anymore.
Finding that lost artwork is why you started going out with Minette, isn't it?
Since Minette owns the Moulin where Noisette spent most of her life, I thought dating her would help me figure out what that card meant. But then something totally unexpected and tragic happened. I fell in love with her. Minette is one of the cleverest, most infuriating yet fascinating women I have ever met.
Plus she wears a mask all day. It is so fantastic.
So she knows nothing about the connection between Noisette and your great-uncle?
I told her nothing. I thought that if I found that missing artwork, I would be a hero and Minette would change her mind about me. But I can barely keep my mind on my work these days, let alone on finding some mystical treasure. If you want to look for it, go right ahead. Right now, the only thing I'm interested in recovering is Minette.
So that's what he was doing inside his bathroom. He was in his bathroom crying for hours on end. He was not actually working with photos. He was just crying. It's very sad. Okay, so now we can try to start solving those puzzles. Let's do the first one first. I don't know why I'm saying that one. Anyway. So we need to find all three of these things. So there's one inside, there's a hazelnut inside the windmill. There's one by the cross. There's one, we got the one by the clocks. We got the one which is in the death underwater area. So we still need to get these two. We still need to get the one in the park and the one in the windmill. So the other side of this piece of paper, if we flip over, we put, where's that one piece of paper? Here it is, we put this on top of it. So red, left, green. Oh, that was it, right? Red, left. So all the red lefts, and then all the greens.
Sue Loren, 4154.
So Sue Lorraine, 4154, and this is the cross of Lorraine,
I'll bet
right?
those numbers are movable.
So 4154, it says we need to solve these three puzzles. So, closed, open, wide open for that. I think that's it. Closed, slightly open, wide open. Oh, is that not it? This is killing my ears. That was killing my ears. Okay, yeah, Nancy's just messing with things in a public park and no one cares. Okay. This is it. Okay, closed, open, wide open. Okay, good. We got it. That was a pain, wasn't it? And then finally this, we need to set it to... We need to see we've got an evil squirrel.
Hey, what's going on? Shoot, that pesky squirrel must have jumped on the handle and moved the windmill.
So the color was purple, right? The color was purple. So we're gonna get rid of the squirrel with a stick. We put a stick. We put some string. Come on, string. And then we put this pie tin. Why? So now we're gonna set this to purple. And now the squirrel is staying away because of that tin. And finally, we press this button. We make the fish's eyes glow. And this opens up the third noisette. So it's gonna be down here. I believe we need the flashlight, otherwise we can't walk through this area.
Time to get out my flashlight.
Why? This takes a bit of a while. Yeah, Noisette is lucky nobody decided to change the stuff in the park after she died. Although it seems like she died relatively recently, though. So the final Noisette is here. It's a key. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. There's nothing else here. We still need John Me. We still need to get that stuff from John Me, so let's do the John Me puzzle. This wandering underground. This is such a large tunnel. And we needed to see every single turn of that puzzle. Yes, we did! let's just solve Jean-Mi's puzzle. Might as well. I feel bad for Jean-Mi. We have not seen him in a while.
Mademoiselle Drew, what is it now?
The picture of Minette that was in the June issue of Glam Glam, was it cropped? Do you remember?
I'm sure it was. Most photographs are these days. Why?
Do you know anything about the stones that are in the background of that picture? They almost look like dials.
I do not remember seeing any dials in the picture, but as it happens, all the pictures which I use in my articles are stored right here in my digital assistant. I will help you, mademoiselle, but only if you help me first. You see, the owner of this cafe, he faces a crise. The person who makes desserts for him has stepped out for his customary 2.5-hour break. Unfortunately, a bus full of American teenagers has pulled up and all are clamoring for parfait. So, I will tell the owner that you will make the parfait, and when you do, he will be indebted to me and will allow me to continue using this table as my office. And I will be indebted to you and will allow you to see the picture. You see how it works?
Yeah, parfaits.
Just one question. What's a parfait?
A parfait, it is a dessert made of layers of various delectable ingredients. To make them, one does not need to be a rocket scientist. Now, go!
This is the parfait station. You see before you the ingredients. Ice creams, fruit, whipped cream. This will tell you how many parfaits you still have to make, and what kind of parfait you must make next. This will show you what each kind of parfait should look like. Ring this bell to signal me when a parfait is ready to be served. If you make a mistake, throw out what you have done and start over. I do not like to serve mistakes. For every parfait you make incorrectly, you will have to make another one. Perhaps many other ones. So, no mistakes. You will make them in parfait glasses like this one. Question?
Well, actually,
Good. Get to work.
Okay. Looks like I've got chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, caramel ice cream, bananas, tapioca balls, berries, and whipped cream. The first one I have to make is an XY.
A 2.5-hour break. I wish I got a 2.5-hour break at my work. Like, no wonder this place is always having problems. Let's see, caramel ice cream, and then it was banana, and then caramel.
Merci.
Now they want a l'enfer.
L'enfer. Okay, so it's gonna be brown whipped cream, brown whipped cream. This actually looks pretty delicious. So we've got a bunch of American teenagers. Oh, those American teenagers causing problems, wanting to actually eat food at a restaurant.
Oui, c'est ça.
You can see this is causing so many problems for the people at the restaurant. It's like, what? You do not expect me to actually make food in a restaurant? What do you think this is? Okay, so we need pink and then chocolate.
Parfait.
I did it right. Now they want a l'enfer.
L'enfer.
C'est bien.
I did it right.
Yay.
Next is a corbeau.
This is nice. It's just there's so many parfaits we have to make. I didn't actually check. Okay, yeah, that is the correct one.
Merci.
One mystique coming up.
Mystique. Okay. Let's see if I can get this right. Parfait with no ice cream on this one.
Parfait.
here comes a fantasy.
I think that's ice cream there. I don't need to check after every single one. I should just memorize it.
A Lulu.
A Lulu. Okay, so that's just caramel. Come on, that's just caramel. That's just caramel and bananas.
Oui, c'est ça.
I did it right. There, all done.
The owner, he tells me you did a good job. And so, as was our agreement, here is the picture you wish to see.
Great, thank you.
So it's 953.
So, what else do you wish from me?
953.
It was a pleasure talking to you.
D'accord.
953. I'm gonna set it right now. In just a moment.
The dials on this thing move.
You just figured that out, Nancy. 9, 5, 3.
Looks like I should type a message using my own keyboard.
So we want to use the keyboard. So it's... I don't think that uppercase or lowercase makes a difference.
Rouge, blanc, rouge, bleu, rouge. Looks like French to me.
So I was typing out the very, very long message, which was in this thing. This one, it looks like. Yep. And then this will be a bomb.
What is that?
Who's out there?
It's just me, Nancy. Uh-oh.
What did you say?
Nothing. Everything's fine. You just stay in there and keep working. Looks like this thing is set to go off if she opens the door. I've got to figure out how to disarm this thing before she opens the door.
What are you doing out there?
Nothing. Just stay in there. Everything's fine.
So basically it's a combination puzzle. So these two things are the same shape, so they work. So they connect into a blue square, which is the same shape. And that connects into a blue circle. Basically, we're just moving things around so all of these rules are fulfilled. But if they're the same shape or the same color, it's good. They can be touching each other. I like this music. Let's see, that's the wrong color. It needs to be red to match the ones next to it.
There. I'm done. I won't bother you anymore, I promise. I better get rid of this thing before she sees it and really freaks.
So we're sort of near the end of the game.
Oops. That's finished. Been there.
I'm gonna see if we can talk to JJ here. Yeah, it was just a paint bomb. There's only paint in there. It's not like an actual bomb, which, you know, has explosives inside. It's just paint. It gets paint everywhere. To be honest, it's not that different because Minette throws paint all over her place. But in the game over sequence, you see that it's clearly a paint bomb.
Hey, Rumi, how's it going?
See you later.
Take care.
Nah, we can't talk to her about anything cool. Oh well. Then let's just go to, Minette's here. Much left on our to-do list.
That's finished. Can't check that off yet. Something
right
must
here.
fit here.
So we put
I'll
that
bet
key
I'm
here.
supposed to put these colors in a certain order.
What was that order? It was red, red, white, blue, red, white, red, blue, red. Unfortunately, Minette's not in the office right now. We kind of had to leave and come back to get rid of Minette. Haha. And we just opened a hidden passageway here. So the final noisette is this one.
Locked, of course.
We need the key that we got from the other place, the one from the park. And we just found all this stained glass.
So that's what Noisette stole during the war. Stained glass.
She was a stained glass smuggler. Well, she was preserving it to save it from the soldiers. And I know Nancy was unable to translate simple words like spider earlier on, but now she is fluent in French.
If you are reading this, it means that I am dead and that you have discovered my secret. Yes, the rumors were correct. With the help of Hans von Schwesterkrank, I took the stained glass you see in front of you and hid it. Not for personal gain, but so these exquisite pieces of art would not be lost to the dangers of war. I was not a traitor, nor was Hans. He helped me because he knew it was the right thing to do. But why, you are asking, why, when the war ended, did I not return them? Why did I not even admit taking them? At first it was because I was angry. After all that I had done for my country, when my friendship with Hans was discovered, people turned against me and accused me of terrible things. I wanted to hurt the people of Paris the way they were hurting me, so I said nothing about the stained glass. Then, when at long last I was deemed innocent, my anger subsided, but fear took its place. I was afraid that if I revealed what I had done, the accusations would start up again, and people would once again call me a criminal and question my motives and assail my character, and it would have been too much to bear. Hans had gone back to Germany, and despite his promises to the contrary, I knew I would never see him again. Like everyone else, I just wanted to get on with what was left of my life, so again I said nothing. And gradually time passed, and Paris healed, and I healed. Yet the right time for telling the world my secret never seemed to come. And now I am Director of Public Works, a job I hold not only because I love this city, but because I wanted to make sure that someone, you, would be able to eventually find what I hid. Please make sure these pieces make a safe return to the world above, when you see them as they were meant to be seen, with sunlight streaming through their panes, interrupting the darkness with color and meaning and joy. Only then will you truly understand why I did what I did a lifetime ago. N.T. X-I-V-I-I-I.
This is a puzzle. I like how, you know, she gives us a puzzle after... We'll see.
Uh-oh, the door locked behind me, and nobody knows I'm down here. Not good.
It's not good. It's like, hey, you found the artwork. Now you're trapped forever. So this is one final puzzle, my friend. So what you do is, this is kind of difficult, but you see, one final puzzle, my friend, you take those letters and you move them in the alphabet using 380, because that's the name of the my dear friend, 380. Does that make sense? So we move those letters out, that gives us the passphrase, which we need to type. Now the passphrase we need to type, first we have to set this. First we have to set it to the numbers that were on that extremely long letter. So it's going to be 10, 4, 3. Oh good, we don't have to move that one. So that's basically how that puzzle works. After moving the numbers, we get that really long phrase we have to type.
French again. French numbers.
French numbers. Okay, so those numbers are 10, 157, I believe. No, that can't be right. What were those numbers again? Oh, no. It was 157. I forgot what the last one was. It's 2, 157. Do is 2. Un, deux, trois. Yeah, that's it. So it's 5. So it's 2, 157. And now we can escape. But not before we figure out who the culprit is. Alright, culprit, where are you?
Well, does the dress work?
It does indeed.
Yeah! What about when I whispered? And when I turned my back? Could you hear what I said then?
Gunther, I could hear everything. With this dress, we will be able to hear every word that is spoken within 10 meters of the First Lady. And what we hear, what we sell, will make us the wealthiest spies on the planet.
Hey! I made you the dress, so how about paying me?
After the First Lady takes possession, that is our deal.
Look, I put up with the dead flowers, the letters, the paint, the idiotic phone calls. I put up with all your stupid threats for months. I deserve to get paid now.
Those weren't threats. Those were incentives meant to keep you on track. And they obviously worked. You'll get your money when she gets the dress. Let's go, Gunther.
But they're picking it up for her tomorrow. What difference does it make whether you pay me now or 24 hours from now?
Oh my gosh, it sounds like Minette made that dress for the First Lady to be some kind of bugging device. I've got to get it out of here and take it to the police.
Yeah, so that was the person who called on the phone earlier and was mean to Nancy. They were responsible for the threatening letters and like the bomb. Why did they do the bomb though? Because the paint bomb completely destroys the project, and so she's not able to finish it. They're like trying to foil their own plot. They're sabotaging Minette even though they were working with her. Those crazy, crazy evil villains, and we need to save the dress.
Where did you come from? You've been hiding in here, eavesdropping. You heard everything, didn't you?
Not everything, but enough to know that thanks to you, those two guys intend to use this dress to bug the World Summit.
I knew there was something sneaky about you the minute you walked into my office. I should have tossed you out on the spot and told Amy Grunhild to stuff it. Well, newsflash, sister. I am about to knock your nosy little block off. Hi-ya! I'm a wide belt in Ichido, and after I'm done with you, you'll need an intern yourself. A medical one. Hey!
So what we need to do is block her attacks. Her attacks... Her attacks are based on, we saw it in the book earlier, so she makes a noise whenever she's going to attack a particular area.
Shazam!
Ow!
Shazam!
Oh, I totally blocked that one.
Rah!
Hope you're a good loser, because you are going down.
Oh, so you think you can block me, eh? Shazam!
Oh.
Rah! Hey! Shazam! Who are you, some kind of spy?
You're a spy, kind of.
Rah!
I'm just not good at this, okay.
Isath!
Okay, stop that one, maybe. Alright, blocked that one.
Rah! Where did you learn to block like that?
I read the book. I'm fantastic.
Isath!
Good job, Nancy.
Isath! I'm getting kind of tired, I think. Shazam!
Even if you can't, you know, memorize what these things are.
Arm's starting to feel a little weak.
You can kind of tell where she's gonna hit based on her animation.
Killa!
Ow.
Ho 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 ho! Ho 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 ho!
Ha 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 ha. Upper left, and then is I mean that's upper right is ha ha ha. Ow! Ow! And Sazaw is this corner, She-Ra is this corner. Sa is upper left.
Killa! Look at that. You've got a twin, and I used to think twins were so cute.
It looks like we're mostly even.
Killa! I fought imaginary elves that were stronger than you.
Issa! Issa!
I don't know why I fight imaginary elves so often, but there we go.
Issa! Issa!
Good, got that one twice in a row. That was simple.
Issa! Issa! Killa! Hey!
It looks like we should be done pretty soon.
Killa! Might as well give up, Minette.
Shazam! You can't block my power force punches forever.
Power force punch.
Ika! Ika!
Did it.
I can't believe it. You never threw a single punch, yet you beat me. Life is so unfair. And so horribly unrude.
Power force punch defeated. Minette falls down.
Where am I?
Oh my gosh. And there it was, the real reason why Minette wore that mask. A tattoo, which she later admitted she had gotten on the spur of the moment and which she instantly regretted, calling it the stupidest thing she'd ever done in her life. She also admitted that the reason she had fallen so far behind schedule was because Ernst and Gunther Schmeck, former members of the East German secret police, were paying her a small fortune to create a dress for the First Lady out of fabric they supplied. This fabric was infused with microscopic circuitry that would allow them to eavesdrop on the World Summit. All three have been arrested, which means Minette will probably be designing her next collection from a jail cell, and she doesn't care for stripes. As for the beautiful pieces of stained glass that Noisette Tornade hid away years ago, they have been returned to the churches they came from, and Noisette is finally getting the respect and gratitude she was denied after the war. Not that she was perfect, but it seems to me her biggest fault wasn't doing too little for her beloved city of Paris, but trying to do too much. And as if busting a pair of spies and recovering lost treasure weren't enough, Heather took over Minette's spring show and had me, be one of the models. Believe it or not, I managed to make it all the way down the runway and back without falling flat on my face. Of course, I still have no idea what I was wearing, but I can tell you one thing. It was rude. Very rude.
Very, very rude. And what happened to JJ, we don't know. That tattoo is actually kind of awesome. I bet Sunny June is the one who convinced her to get an alien tattoo. And congratulations, you are the Chasseur de Chauffeur for bravery and alacrity in wrangling vermin. So I did a good job in getting the cockroaches.
Time to dig out the tank top, stock up on sunscreen, and slip on those sandals, because for my next adventure, I'm off to Hawaii, to the Big Island to be exact, where I'll be helping out this quirky entomologist, that's a bug scientist by the way, who has just made a disturbing discovery. In fact, my working vacation quickly turns into a series of disturbing discoveries, including one that involves a legendary monster with a nasty temper and an appetite for revenge.
Also tons of chores.
So come with me to this island paradise and help me solve the mystery surrounding the creature of Kapu Cave. Until then, aloha.
A wiki tiki, a wahoo, a wiki tiki, welcome to the wiki tiki game. So, yeah, that's it. That was Nancy Drew's adventure in Paris. She found a bunch of hidden artwork and saved the day. Yeah, chores. The game. Isn't that like every Nancy Drew game? Nancy Drew goes on vacation, ends up doing people's chores, and then finding long-lost treasure. That describes a lot of Nancy Drew games.